Okay, good evening, everybody. This is Michael Winiger, CEO of Essanté Organics. And tonight we're going to talk to you about a little hidden gem, a little company that's in front of a way of life before it actually becomes a way of life. If you know anything about generating wealth, this is going to be a really important evening for yourself. And you know what else? Um, let's talk about something that's even more important than money, and that's your health. Because if you don't have your health, you know what? You don't, you just don't, money's irrelevant at that point in time. And so we recognize those two hurdles in our life, and I'm trying to think of the best way to start this because I want to talk to you a little bit about the products and the company and so on and so forth. I want to introduce Mint, and I got to tell you, I want to introduce her properly because I've known Mint for a while, and she's unbelievable. She's a singer, she's a great performer. She's been in the networking industry, home-based business industry, done very, very extremely well. Great leader, great, great leader. Why? Because she shows up, and that's how you lead, right? And just awesome, awesome person. And we were talking about the company, and she said some things. I go, wow, you got to write this stuff down for me because it was just perfect the way she said it. So we're going to hear about Asante Organics tonight and the products and so on and so forth. So Mint, where are you? Come on. There you
Good
are.
evening, Michael. Thank you. And good evening, everybody on the call. Thank you for showing up.
Tell us about Asante Organics.
Well, I'm going to tell you a little bit about me first. I loved your introduction, but most people actually know me as a coach, therapist, trainer, advisor, consultant, and researcher. So, as a researcher, I started looking more so into what am I putting in my body? And I experiment with a lot of stuff. Most people know that I experiment on myself. And I came to a point where I found that there were some things in my products and I looked them up and there was serious side effects from those things. So there I am trying to read labels now. And this was not actually in my forte. These are a lot of chemicals and things like that that I don't know. So I got some of those apps that help you to read labels. And what I realized after spending hours in the stores, I mean, every aisle, I'm spending hours scanning these barcodes, trying to find something that I can bring home. And I noticed that I really just didn't have the options there. So coming over to Asante and learning about Michael and Daniel, they did something really amazing for us. They walked down those aisles before we got there, and they realized that 90% of those products are owned by the same parent companies, and they have different brands and different labels and the same toxic ingredients. That's called the illusion of choice. And we have that a lot in society. And that's a dirty trick. So these guys right here, truly these guys, these brothers, this is their mission, is to provide us the information that we need so we can make an educated choice and also provide us with a product line that we can be safe. As it's such a relief. My brain doesn't hurt. I've got plenty of other things to use my brain for. And going through the Essanté product line and realizing every single product is clean, healthy, safe, and effective. That is a relief. It saves me a lot of time. I certainly appreciate that. And I can tell by the way my body's communicating that it's saying thank you from the things that I put on my skin and the products that I take every day now. I'm listening to what my body's saying to me, and I really, really am so glad that I made the shift. And I look forward to the whole product line. There's over 100 products there, and I'm not even halfway through yet. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
My gosh. I get chills when you talk. It's great. It's awesome. I love it. You just lay things out so well. And guys, I was talking to somebody today, and I wanted to, I think last evening when we were going through how we use these products as well, is that look, when we're younger, don't think you don't, you got a great creator. The good Lord made us that, we knew he knew when we were younger. I think of it like this. We were born alkaline and we're acidic by behavior. So what does that tell you, right? Right then and there, that tells you, you know, about alkalinity, right? And then we get this second chance. We get this second chance to to paint ourselves a new healthy picture. And how's that? Learn how to alkalize your body. Create an environment where there's no disease, illness, virus, sickness, infection, no cancer. No, it can't survive in a well oxygenated environment. That's alkalizing. And we sit on the top of the world when it comes to alkalizing, because as far back as 2012, the NBC network stated we had the strongest alkalizing products in the history of product development. And we really focus on that. And along with the other things that we have products that, we have a nutrition line that some of the products got nominated for a Nobel Prize in gut health. We've earned over 14 Greenpeace awards internationally for the personal care line. We have to remember this body that I don't live in here. I live in here, and what we put inside and on top of ourselves is so extremely extremely important. And and I think about this, and I said this to somebody. I said, look, when we're a child, when we're little, we don't take on a lot of responsibility. What are we doing? We're riding our bikes, we're playing with our friends, we're doing this, we're doing this, we're doing this. We're not taking real good responsibility for ourselves and our health at that point in time. But then there comes this age where we magically flip. And you know what? And guess what? This is the truth. By the age of 35 to 42 years old, you're going to lose 50% of your digestive capabilities. Well, and after the age of 40 years old, every 10 years, you're going to lose another 10% more. So you've already lost 50% at 40, 10 years added on, every 10 years, another 10%. That doesn't mean like, oh, well, you don't throw your arms up. What it means is that you have to start manually doing what your body used to be doing when we were kids. Most kids, I'd say 98% of children, you didn't have to worry about these things. You didn't have health situations. And we were all playing and having a good time and doing these things. But there comes a point in life where it's just that simple. And you're in control. You got to take responsibility for your health. And we recognize that. And we developed a company, Essanté Organics, 100% chemical free, 100% toxic free, and certified or USDA certified organic products. Everything plants. And don't I won't even say don't tell me, because I would say I won't even tell you that people aren't being concerned about what they're putting inside themselves and on top of themselves. I had to go to the store today. Every day now when I go to the store, I do it because it's just in my blood to walk up and down the rows and look. And there's always somebody's reading labels. And I'm that guy. I'll walk up and I'll say something and just joke around a little bit. And they're like, no, I'm really concerned about what I'm putting on. We're at that point now. The world's going green with or without us. And you know what? And if you want to know how good our products do work, and like I said, we got everything. So I don't care if you're a little child from the womb to the tomb and everything in between, a man, a woman, a boy, a girl, whatever. You get up to, here's the beauty of this company. You get involved, you get your product line, and let's just say tomorrow, you get up, you do everything you've already done today, and you get to go to bed tonight or that night, and you put your head on your pillow and you're like, whoa, I haven't touched myself with one single solitary chemical. None, zero, all plants, all plants. That's huge. And you get everything from plants. I'm telling you, plants, I mean, hey, go read the good book. Right in there, it says, I gave you plants for food. Plants are food. Plants are vibration. Plants are life force. Plants are frequency. Plants are biomimetic, meaning you can get your peptides, your protein, your amino acids, your minerals, all these vitamins, everything from plants. Plants are bioidentical, meaning that they mimic chlorophyll, has the same chemical makeup as blood, off by 1 point, and it's been used in transfusions when they needed them. That's that's intelligence. And you know what? Plants were man's first medicine. We wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for plants. And we recognize that. And you know what we do here? Laser focused on certified organic, 100% chemical free and toxic free plants. How well do they work? I'll tell you, I got a guy right here that's been hanging around with us for 20 years. And I'm going to ask Steve Stay to come on and tell us, Steve, tell us what you know and how you feel and how you're feeling.
Hey, Mike, it won't let me bring my camera on. It says I've been disabled. I'm disabled by the
Well, let me
host.
see. I am going to tell you what. I just took you and I made you a co-host. So now bring on your camera.
All right, let's try it now. There
There
we
you
go.
go.
Hey, my friend. I had 62 years of just great health. The supplementation was my business for all those years and prided myself that I thought I knew something. But it's about 8 years ago, at age of 62, my health just turned around, dealt with chronic deep bow pain and fatigue for 8 years. And guess I needed a new kind of pain. And back in March of this year, I had a total knee replacement. Uh, and thank goodness, yeah, it was getting through that surgery, getting through the pain meds that didn't work for me, getting off of that I reached out to Michael. I saw that he had Vital Cleanse was coming on. And something told me, my heart, that's what I needed. And I'm sure glad I listened to that, because within a week of being just on the Vital Cleanse by itself, my life started turning around. And I thought, okay, maybe I ought to look at what else Michael has done. It's cheaper than what I've been doing anyway. I got caught up into the world of, you know, isolated vitamins and minerals and trying to find that perfect thing to just almost like a doctor dealing with particular symptoms. And uh, I'm embarrassed that I did that because I knew better. And when I started on the greens and the reds and the enzymes, started doing that within a week, uh, that 8 years of my life totally turned around. And if you'd told me 6 months ago that next week I'd be doing my first 10K, I'd said you were crazy. I started feeling good, say back in April. And so Linda, my wife, decided she wanted to be part of that. And that got her convinced she could do a half marathon, which she'd never done before. And this will be her second one next weekend. She's doing the half marathon. I decided, okay, I'm going to do a 10K on this knee, and it's yeah, it's all because of these products. Uh, we, I kept waiting for it not to work. Part of me in my brain is that I've had things that have worked before over these last 8 years, the over 100 grand that I'd put into products and therapies. Some things would work for a little bit and then they'd stop. And I wondered if that was going to happen here. I can, I'm proud to say it didn't. And that I just lock arms with the team there at Essanté. Hey, simple, as Mike says, just food. You're putting good, clean food in your body. Your body knows what to do with it. And yeah, I no longer wake up in the morning feeling like I've already ran a marathon. Get out of bed, doing the training that we're doing, been able, my brain is functioning better than it has in 8 years. And yeah, it's fun to do that. Mint, so glad to hear, yeah, your results too. This is exciting to be part of it. But yeah, with no hype, just it's just results, and we've slowly put other family members and friends uh, on the product, not pushing them because again, I was wondering if it was going to work, and the results that we're getting. A grandson that lives there in Arizona, that's 15. totally transformed his life. Kid that's very athletic. He's a little person and just made a professional soccer team at 15. And he just says the recovery, being on the greens and the reds and the B tabs and that, he's singing your praise. So thanks for touching our life, Michael and Dr. J. It was so fun to meet you guys and be able to get reacquainted. So
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for that, Steve. Totally appreciate it. And guys, you know what? We're going to bring somebody else on because I want you to hear their story because this is something that just happened in the last year and I'm excited. And Joelle, you're here, right? Talk to us.
I am here. Yeah. Um, those two stories are wonderful. What a couple of really good journeys to, give credit to Asante. Um, my story started about I would say like 3 years ago, really, as far as I had trouble walking. I had such pain in my back and in my legs that it was very difficult. And I was introduced to Asante, and like a girl, I tried the shower stuff first and the hair stuff and thought that was fantastic. And as I kept listening to these testimonies and kept listening to people say that the products really work, I was a little afraid, but I decided to go all in. And I followed the alkalizing thing really strict for quite a while. I'm less strict now. I have to get back to being more strict, but um, I lost so much weight and my back doesn't hurt. My legs don't hurt. I don't have the knee pain that I had. It really makes me just about cry to think about what a mess I had gotten into and like how simple it is to get out of that mess if you do the right things. Today I got another win. I haven't told anybody about it, but when you put on your jeans, like, you have like a little roll around your waistline. Um, well, I'm losing weight in my back, so I don't have that little roll in the back anymore, and I'm super excited about that. Uh, I want to thank everybody that follows me, that encourages me, people that have trusted me. You're all wonderful, and Michael for believing in me and helping me through.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. And wow, three awesome testimonials. And, that's what it's about, people. I mean, that's really it, you know? Um, that's what you call a true wellness company, right? And I'm going to introduce our president so he can talk a little bit about the company as well. And then he can bring it back to me and we'll introduce Danny and we'll talk a little bit about that, about timing and things like that. So Dr. JJ.
Excellent. Well, thank you, Michael. Thank you for all of our great speakers that we've had so far and that we're going to have for the rest of the evening. A couple of announcements before I forget. For those of you that came on after kind of the pre-show, we talked about a couple of upcoming presentations that we're going to do. So this channel that you're on right now, this Zoom channel, we're going to be doing a presentation this Monday, 6 days from today, an hour earlier, and we're going to do a back office training. I'm going to be sharing my screen. I'm going to go into like a fictitious website and you're going to be seeing what you need to see for your back office. And to be honest with you, the best way to learn the back office is just go in there and explore. You're not going to break anything. But for those of you that have questions, we're going to do a little Q&A afterwards. So that's going to be this Monday, a week from today, 1 day shy of a week, 1 hour earlier. Also, big announcement. Our Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale is up right now, just up. So you're going to see about 50 or so sales. BOGOs, buy one, get the other one half off, and so on and so forth. That's up there. So we've got it up real early this year. So great time to buy products at a great discount. And they also make great stocking stuffers for Christmas. So a little bit about our business. We've got an incredible opportunity for you. You've already heard what our products are doing for people. We don't make stuff. We don't make pills, powders, potions, lotion, patches, and gimmicks. We make products that everyone you know is already using already. You don't need to convince people to brush their teeth, wash their body, wash their hair, wash their clothes. And in many cases, many of your friends are already taking nutritional products and supplementation and using essential oils. What makes our company different from all the others is we use only toxic-free and organic ingredients. And what Michael shared with you is he's seeing this more and more. I'm seeing this more and more. You go to the stores and people are becoming conscious consumers. Mint was talking about this. They're looking at the ingredients and they're getting frightened and they're getting angry that there wasn't some governmental agency out there protecting them from the products that we grew up with, that we put on our babies, for goodness sakes. Well, the good news is you have a safe shopping zone here at Essanté Organic, really a global website that you have. So the business opportunity for you is just sharing your website, sharing the information, helping people get educated, because once they get educated, that on this hand, they can use the products that they grew up with that are loaded with toxic ingredients, linked to horrific diseases. And then over here, they've got products that are guaranteed to work as well, if not better than these products, that are 100% toxic free and made from organic ingredients. They're going to choose this one. And here's the best part. As you share your website with other people and they become retail customers, wholesale customers, or like you want to get the word out, they want to be distributors, the great news is we want to pay you for your referrals. And just like the other products, the stuff with the toxic ingredients that you've purchased in the past, what happens when that tube of toothpaste starts getting low? What happens when your shampoo bottle gets a little low or your nutritional shake powder starts getting low? You instinctively buy more. Well, guess what? As people fall in love with our products, they're going to habitually and instinctively buy more. And you're going to get paid for their orders and reorders and reorders. And this allows you to have a truly home-based business from your cell phone that you can operate anywhere in the world. And I don't know, and I've been in this industry for 30 years, give or take, I don't know of another company that has a more generous compensation plan where you're going to get paid to unlimited levels of depth. So you might only tell a few people who tell a few people who tell a few people. And this thing, as you'll see in the training that I'll do next week, can go very deep, can go hundreds of levels deep, thousands of levels of depth. I've been in companies that only pay 6 levels or 15 levels. This pays literally to unlimited levels. And you're going to get paid for everybody's orders, even if you've never met these people. So it's quite extraordinary. It doesn't need to be any more complicated than that. And I invite each and every one of you to get back to the people who shared this video with you, whether you're watching it live or on the replay, and ask for their website. Check it out. Check out the Black Friday, Cyber Monday sales we've got going on now, as well as some free trips just for getting some of our packages that are going to save you a lot of money. So with that, I'm going to turn it back to our CEO and founder, Michael Weniger. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you. And one component of the compensation plan, as you can get paid 6 different ways, that I really love, I mean, I love watching people taking advantage of that, is that, imagine this, any person that you bring into this business, you will match their check up to 100%. What does that mean? Oh my goodness. We just heard about one component that JJ talked about, Dr. JJ, but now think about this. What if you brought in just, 10 people in a lifetime, and all those people did was something small, $250 a week. That was it. You get paid weekly, but just because you brought them in, we want you to be vested and invested in that person. So we allow you to match their check up to 100%. You know what 100% of that is? If you got 10 people doing that $250 a week, that's 10,000. That's, you're making an extra $10,000 a month. Sure, there's 5 other ways to get paid, but just for introducing somebody, you can't wait to start making them successful because you're matching their check up to 100%. It's huge. It's really huge, and it's fun. And it's fun for us at the home office here to watch it happen and change people's lives. And people just absolutely get, the excitement level is just off the hook when they see what their checks are. And they're like, how did that happen? Well, you're matching their checks 100%. Wow. 10 people making $250 a week, extra $10,000 a month. I think that's a great raise. And then you know what? Take that times a lot more. A lot of other people that might even do even more activity. That it's just absolutely huge. And mind you, we've been in business for 20 years, right? So you're getting in a good, strong, solid, stable company. You get to make this fixed asset. This is your life now that you can give to your kids, your grandkids, and you built it, right? And you're in a tiny, tiny database, which we have, which is, we can always talk about that. But you built this fixed asset, which is residual and sustainable and viable and generational. Can give it to anybody, will it to somebody, give it to the kids, whatever, the grandkids. And you got Danny will talk about this, things that people do every single day. So let's talk a little bit about that and the timing of where you're sitting in front of this, because I think that's really important. Once you get it, you get it. So with that, I'm going to introduce my brother, Daniel Weniger.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mike. So I see quite a few new people on here. So I'd like to start by saying that we offer an extremely rare opportunity where you have a very stable company that has been around for a long time, that is in front of a way of life before it becomes a way of life. So Essanté Organics truly does offer a once-in-a-lifetime business opportunity because the world is going green once. You get one shot at becoming rich, retired, and wealthy from the green movement. Because once the world has gone green, obviously it's too late. All the wealth has been made from the green movement. Okay, now right now, approximately 9% of the world is green. They're projecting 7 to 9 years, give or take. That 9% is going to be 95 to 99%, simply stating the world has been educated. So I'd like to take a moment and talk about paradigm shifts so you can realize what you truly have in front of you here. Now, that's just a fancy way of saying a product or device, once brought to market, 8, 10 years down the road, it's a way of life. They're very, very rare. Most human beings will experience 1 to 2 paradigm shifts in a lifetime. Now, the last one we could have got involved with was back in the early 80s, okay, 1982, right around there. Mr. Jobs creates the computer, and Mr. Gates creates software, and the internet is born. Now, if you were first online in the 80s, selling anything from toothpicks to picture frames to wristwatches, you name it, you are a multi-millionaire today. Go online today, open up your store selling whatever you like, and see if you become a multi-millionaire. And I would say your chances are slim to none because whatever you choose to sell on your website, there's probably hundreds or maybe even thousands of websites selling that same product globally. Now, unless you're an inventor and you invented a product that doesn't exist. So timing is crucial. In 1982, the last paradigm shift, a $400 investment in Microsoft would yield you $37 million today. Now, let me tell you, I was 18 years old in 1982. If I would have known this creature that I'm speaking on right now, this laptop, was going to be a way of life, I could have scratched up $400 and we wouldn't even be talking right now because I'd have $37 million in the bank, but that's all right. Everything worked out just fine, okay? Missed the last paradigm shift, but guess what, guys and gals? You're in the next paradigm shift in life. Not Michael or Daniel or Dr. JJ, but Forbes magazine, business journals around the world are calling the green movement the next paradigm shift in life. The internet created more millionaires than any other product category niche in history, and they project the green movement to make more millionaires than the internet did. Because again, these are not luxury products. These are staples in people's lives. Now, Essanté Organics has many different types of products, from personal care to weight loss to alkalizing to essential oils. But at the end of the day, everyone takes a shower. I don't care where you live in the world, because we're a global company. And I don't care if you make $10,000 a year, $10 million a year, anything in between. 9 out of 10 people wake up every single morning, they stretch, yawn, they get in the shower and they flip it on and they do their thing, right? They wash their body, their shower gel, shampoo, conditioner, they get out, they dry off, they put their lotion on, they go to the sink, brush their teeth, put their deodorant on. Men go to work, women put their makeup on, they come home, you wash your hands, you wash your face, you moisturize, you go to bed, and you do it all over again the next day, and you do it every single day until you die. And that's truly what creates residual income, true residual income. I have friends that got involved in this industry back when I did 40 plus years ago that worked for 3-4 years and haven't worked in the last 35 years and get a 6-figure income every single year because they had ancillary products, a fancy way of saying products people use every single day without thinking about it, personal care. Now, Essanté Organics is the first company in the world that makes all those products you and your loved ones use 100% chemical-free and organic. Truly with ingredients that are proven to nourish and to heal the body versus ingredients that are linked to liver and kidney, serious, not skin or eye irritation, serious disease and illness like liver and kidney problems and, Alzheimer's, dementia, reproductive problems in females, cancer for crying out loud. Okay. So you truly have something very, very special here because I teach this all day long. Let this sink in, write it down. But if you can get involved in a way of life before it becomes a way of life, you're a wealthy individual. And that's exactly what we offer here at Essanté Organics. Because the world's going green, whether I like it, Mike likes it, Dr. JJ likes it, this is going to be a way of life. So like I said earlier, timing and positioning are crucial when creating massive wealth. Timing meaning everyone on this Zoom getting involved with Essanté Organics early and in the beginning, not only because only 9% of the world's green, and soon that'll be 90-some%, but in a small database. Because as you know, in our industry, whether you like it or not, the masses fall underneath you. And the people in our industry that are 6-figure income earners got into their companies early and in the beginning, like you are here. So that's the timing. And the positioning is with a company, with a product line that's in front of a way of life before it becomes a way of life. So I'm going to end with this. Another thing I love about the company is there is no selling. We don't sell anything here. We educate people on the products that they buy every single month and they use every single day on them and their loved ones. There's a lot of companies out there with magic lotions, potions, pills, powders, patches. If you want true residual income, like I explained with my friends earlier, that have had it for decades, you need a product that someone's going to stay on and use on a daily basis and be reoccurring orders every month. Okay, you have to be a pretty good salesperson to talk me into trying your patch, let's say. Now, if you want true residual income, I need to stay on this patch for the rest of my life. What are the chances of that? Okay, you can probably figure that out. But what are the chances of people taking a shower every morning? So, simple as A and B, like JJ kind of mentioned earlier. Here's A, all the products currently in your home, on your countertops, with hundreds of chemicals, not 10 or 20, hundreds of chemicals linked to serious disease and illness. And here's B, the same products that you and your loved ones use every single day, 100% chemical free and organic, proven to nourish and heal the body when put into it versus make you sick. I go, what do you want to use on you and your family? And I never had one person say, oh, Daniel, A, the ones with the chemicals linked to liver and kidney problems, Alzheimer's, dementia, cancer. No, it doesn't work like that. So I want to thank you all for being here tonight. Hopefully I made it very clear. I see quite a few new people on here on what we truly have to offer from a business standpoint, along with the compensation plan, which is like no other in the world, like Michael explained a little bit. So get back to the person that invited you here tonight. Thank you again for being here. And I will throw it back to Michael.
Wow. Getting paid to shop and earning cash back on all your online purchases, converting what you already spend and buy into earnings. See, two things I want to leave with you, actually three. One is this. Let's think of the magnitude of what you really have in your hand. With the world going green, There's a little bubble inside of that green movement, that supplementation, nutritional products, personal care, home care. This little bubble inside that green movement is $9 trillion bubble. It's a $9 trillion bubble. And we're the only company penetrating it. And guess what? Once you get involved into Essanté Organics, you own your own store. You own the largest USDA certified organic superstore in the world. What are you going to do with that? I'll tell you what, I'd be going crazy with it every day, showing people. Because like Danny says, we don't educate. They'll get on there and they'll get their education. And I guarantee they're going to make the right choice. And then they're going to be right there alongside of you. Great team partners, I'm telling you. And I want to leave you with this. This was told to me about 90 days ago, and it sunk in so hard that I end with it every time, and I think about it all the time. Again, we live in here. That's it. Okay? This is it. It's all you got. What are you putting inside yourself? What are you putting on top of yourself? Your skin's the largest organ in the world. Can't be plugged up. It needs to breathe. And anything you put on top of yourself is going to get into your bloodstream in 26 seconds, into your major organs within 5 to 8 minutes. So tonight, when you sit down on your bed or wherever that might be, and you want to thank the good Lord for the day you had with your family and your friends, and for your health, and for his air in your lungs and your heartbeat, before that ever happens, you think of this one thing. What did you do with this? This is a temple we're supposed to be living in. Okay? What did you put inside there? What did you put on top of what did you put on top of that? Because I'll tell you, at the end of the day, either no matter how small or how large you did any of this, you either participated in your life or you participated in your death. And it's just that simple. It was handed to me like that. It made sense. And see, you get to make that choice. Taking control and getting your health right is your responsibility. And I think you're at the right place, because leading research centers around the world use this protocol as their full permanent recovery protocol. That's huge. So you think about that and give it to the person that got with you tonight. Take a look at that store. You're going to love it. And we will be here again on Thursday evening with Dr. Becky, going over some products. Listen to Dr. Becky, boy, she's unbelievable. Spoke on stages around the world, leading gastroenterologist. And we're going to be talking some more on Thursday. So we do these, structure is really important. So every Tuesday night and Thursday night, we're here at the same time. And you should be crowding the rooms. This is when you crowd things. When you're at the beginning of a database that is going to be so large because of all the research and analytics that have been done on this green movement, you couldn't be in a better place. So with that being said, God bless you. God bless your families. God bless your businesses. And we will see you again here, same time, 5:30 Eastern, 8:30, or 5:30 Pacific, 8:30 Eastern, Thursday evening. Be here with Dr. Becky. God bless you all. Have a good night.